Welcome to your Around the Peninsula. I'm Sergeant Kevin Spence. Being able to show one's ability to defend is no small task. Sergeant A.J. Bate shows us how one group proves that actions speak louder than words.
The Republic of Korea, or ROK Air Force, conducts a live-fire operation at Chome Range. The operation sustains air defense capabilities through firing live missiles and other munitions. Captain Michael Nizelak from 35th ADA tells us the importance of the exercise.
In our theater of operations, the ROK forces and U.S. forces work together against air missile threats. By witnessing their capabilities and demonstrating their capabilities against engaging air missile threats, that builds confidence that they can execute successfully.
ROK Air Force personnel not only fire weapons, but carry out the operation as if in a real-life scenario. First Lieutenant Katrina Muchmore from 35th ADA tells us her experience.
The U.S. coming here today to see the ROK live fire helps to promote joint readiness because it proves that our counterparts are ready to fight tonight just like we are.
From Chome Range, I'm Army Sergeant A.J. Bate.
The ROK Army tests various missiles, including the Patriot, Hawk, and Mistral. Overlooking essential military skills can lead to disaster. Leaders add excitement and stress into training to ensure soldiers maintain combat readiness.
The skills required to drive and use military equipment can easily be overlooked. Competition is a great way to inspire and motivate soldiers to incorporate those essential skills back into training.
It's good to get everybody together to see all the training that's put forth into driving these vehicles to ensure everybody's safely operating the military equipment and the vehicles on the Korean roadways.
The Combined Warrior Roadmaster competition tests teams of U.S. and ROK soldiers on their ability to work together and effectively use military vehicles.
It's a great event. It helps us sharpen our skills that are going to be very important in case we have to go to war.
This competition is more than just a title. It's a chance to interact with another nation's army.
It's a good opportunity to meet ROK officials, seniors and enlisted, and get to know them a little bit better, get to see their habits, their training habits, and share training advice and tips with them.
Learning from their own mistakes and the techniques employed by other nations' soldiers, every soldier here has strengthened their skills. I'm Army Sergeant Anthony Alcantar, Camp Casey, Korea.
Competitions can be a fun way to test your skills and show that you're the best of the best. Sometimes you don't have to get on a plane to visit different places. Army Sergeant Matt Cromer visits another country without leaving Korea.
I'm here in Soray Village, which is known as the French District or the French Town, and is home to roughly 500 French expats, which is 40% of the French population here in South Korea.
Soray Village is located in Seoul, in the district of Seoju-gu. The village started here in 1985 when Seoul's only French language school moved into the area. Soon after the school opened, the French expats flocked to the area.
It was getting a little hot outside, so I decided to cool off in one of the many eccentric lounges and French bistros that you can find all over Soray Village.
Soray Village is home to many French restaurants that can be found up and down the 300-meter street that runs through the middle of Soray. But if you're looking for some groceries and pastries from France, Soray has a 3-story Paris croissant that gives off an aroma you can smell down the street. Now, to work off all that savory and rich French food, Soray has a great view, but it's a bit of a hike.
I'm up here on Silkworm Bridge, which, as you can see, is not for people who are afraid of heights. I'm headed over to the Soray Village's main park, which is adjacent to the Korean National Library and the Korean Supreme Court. Well, I've just entered the main park here in Soray Village, and I'm looking at the sign to see what there is to do, but the sign appears to be in French and in Korean, and I don't speak either.
Montmartre Park is 20,000 square meters and sits on the top of Soray Village. It's also home to some interesting furry friends, so if you bring your dog, it has to be on a leash. Now, if you want some peace and quiet after the park, Soray has the Korean National Library. This massive library holds 4.3 million books and 200,000 are collected annually. Soray Village is a hidden gem that is sometimes overlooked, but definitely worth a visit. Army Sergeant Matt Cromer, Sorae Village, Korea.
Sorae Village hosts many activities that include a costume parade and music festivals. Halloween is celebrated every year in the States, and as it turns out, the same is true in Korea. Air Force Staff Sergeant Stephen Ellis is at Camp Humphreys with more.
Welcome to Spooky Hollow.
Well, it's like a fun thing that everyone can go to and have fun and eat candy.
Families from all over the Camp Humphreys area showed up to the Halloween celebration put on by the garrison's MWR. Most of them dressed up in costume.
I'm a nerd.
Are you dressed up as a nerd or are you actually a nerd?
I'm dressed up as a nerd.
Some, however, weren't having the chilly weather.
I didn't have time to dress up because I was putting on all these jackets because it's cold.
Several units set up booths for games and candy, and to go along with the decorations and photo ops, Soul Food, an army band from the city of Seoul, came down to perform some popular hits.
Spooky Hollow is an annual event, so if you missed it this year, don't worry. They'll be back out here next year. Air Force Staff Sergeant Stephen Ellis, Camp Humphreys, Korea.
Roughly 2,000 people showed up to Spooky Hollow this year. Some things in life are built to last. Katusa Corporal Shin Jong-won meets with one whose life is dedicated to building lasting moments.
One man has been chasing perfection for over 35 years in the Yongsan concession mall. So Dong-wook, a custom framer, builds the framework that will capture precious moments for service members and their families. His close relationship with the military began over 4 decades ago as a teenager.
My home was near the Joint Security Area next to the 2nd Infantry Division. At Christmas, U.S. soldiers invited me to the base to have dinner together. So when the U.S. soldiers came to my shop as customers, I always treat them as my friends.
So also served as a combat engineer in the ROK Army, and now his son currently serves in the ROK Marine Corps. His relationship with one of his military customers and friend has stood the test of time.
General Thurman was a regular customer, and I treated him with the utmost respect. When General Thurman came back to Korea and visited me straight from the airport, I was really moved. The fact that he had remembered to come see me during his busy time schedule made me feel a bond that goes way beyond the relationship between a customer and a shop owner.
Katusa Corporal Shin Jong-won, Yongsan, Korea.
Saw Dong-wook was also awarded a certificate for outstanding service from 8th Army in 2013. Red Ribbon Week is the largest drug prevention campaign in the United States. Army Sergeant Frank Sanchez finds out how the campaign transcends over to students in Yongsan to fight back against substance abuse and peer pressure.
It's Crazy Socks and Hair Day at Seoul American Middle School, which is celebrating Red Ribbon Week that aims at spreading a message against drug use. Drug prevention is a subject that Jeanette McLaughlin, an employee assistance coordinator, takes very personally as she knows the firsthand effects of substance abuse and underage drinking.
My dad was actually alcoholic, and I grew up with the effects of that. And I didn't know really when I was young that I wasn't supposed to be drinking alcohol. So getting the education out as soon as possible, just letting them know it's not healthy for children, we could make a difference for them.
The school's Red Ribbon Week campaign is using the Wheel of Misfortune to teach students all about the different kinds of negative effects of drug and substance abuse. 6th grader Camden Starling believes knowledge is the best weapon to turn kids away from even thinking about abusing drugs.
I think it's important because if they don't know about drugs, they'll use them, they don't know what they'll do, they'll get addicted and start using them for the rest of their lives, and could possibly die.
Army Sergeant Frank Sanchez, Yongsan, Korea.
Many schools celebrate National Red Ribbon Week with the ultimate goal of creating a drug-free America. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, November 12th. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.